Today's recipe is going to be steak, and I'm starting it the day before. I'm actually trying something new that I haven't done before, but I love the idea because I have done it with chicken of tenderizing meat with buttermilk and also flavoring it. So I'm going to marinate the steaks. I have a couple of rump steaks. I've got some buttermilk, although if you've watched my top tips, this isn't actually buttermilk because I didn't have any. This is 200 ml of milk mixed with about a tablespoon of lemon juice, which is the same effect. I've also picked, I want it herby, and I just thought, I had that song in my head, parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme, and I thought, I've got all those in the garden, so I'm just going to roughly chop some parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme, and I'm going to put that in the buttermilk. I'm going to put in half a teaspoon of salt. I'm going to put in a teaspoon of Dijon mustard and a really good grating of pepper. I'm going to give it all a mix up. Now, also in my kitchen, I have really tried to reduce the use and in fact almost eradicate the use of plastic. I don't use plastic wrap anymore. I try and always use baking paper or an alternative, because I think that I read some ridiculous fact once that just the restaurants in London use enough plastic wrap, and this was about 5 years ago, to go around the world 3 times, and you can't recycle it. So I think everybody has to be mindful of using plastic wrap. I'm using the word plastic wrap because we call it cling film in England, but I know that there's a few of you that watch me in America also. So I'm now going to use a plastic bag. I thought about doing this in a dish, but there are times, and I reuse my bags. So this has been through the freezer a few times with other products in, and then I take it out and I wash it and I dry it. And this will be its last use because I'm going to put the steaks in the bag. And this is the reason why I don't want to just put it in a bowl. And I'm going to put all this lovely creamy milk mixture in here, and I'm going to leave this overnight. And whenever I come into the kitchen and go to the fridge, it means you can massage it. So this is the first stage. You need to start this the day before to tenderize your steak. Remove the steaks after they've been in the marinade overnight or up to 12 hours. Pat them dry and put them back in the fridge until you're ready to cook them. If you are ready to cook them now, just let them get to room temperature for about 30 minutes. I know the steaks look a bit anemic, but that's the buttermilk. And also, you're watching me cook this for the first time. I've never marinated steak in buttermilk before, so I'm keen to see how it turns out. I'm using my lovely iron pan because it is just the most wonderful heat. It's a wonderful even heat. I've put a little bit of olive oil in there, and I'm going to put the steaks in, and I'm going to cook them for about 3 minutes on each side. There you go. While the steaks are cooking, I'm just chopping some fresh herbs, which I'm going to sprinkle on the top. I've got some thyme leaves, some parsley, some chives, and because of the time of year, some chive flowers, which will be a fantastic garnish. Take the steaks out of the pan and let them rest. You can just serve them with some butter over the top and the herbs, or you can make a pan sauce, which I've shown you before how to do with what's left in the pan. You can put in a little bit of wine, a little bit of stock, reduce it down and add a bit of cream. But that's not the point of this film. This film is to cook the steaks with buttermilk. I'm going to let these rest for 10 minutes. They cooked for 6 minutes. I'm going to rest them for 10. I've got a green salad to go with the steak. I've also got some potatoes. They're called cheesy cloud potatoes. And I will be doing that on a separate film. This film is really all about the steak, but I've got quite a lot of these little chive petals. So I'm just sprinkling those on top of the salad. Look how pretty it looks.